What's good, folks? I'm back at it, and I just want to let everyone know that I saw a particular video made by the brother Remedy H. Okay, Remedy H on YouTube. He basically made a video and stated that because of the rapid rate of the ice caps melting, okay, on both poles of the earth, okay, the ice caps are melting rapidly. He basically said that we cannot be experiencing any form of cold weather on this earth because of that. And if you just stop and, empty your mind and closely think and meditate on that fact alone, okay, that the coldest regions of the earth are melting and have been melting for the past 10 to 15 years, okay? And when you think about it from that perspective, ladies and gentlemen, it shouldn't be cold on any other place on this earth. Okay, if you have the coldest regions of the entire planet and they're melting, why wouldn't the other areas of the earth be heating up, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, do you understand that? I know it may sound complicated, but you really have to grasp that concept, okay? If the coldest areas, okay, and when I mean the coldest areas of the earth, I'm talking about Antarctica can get anywhere from -15 to -75, negative to -100. All right, we're talking about the coldest areas on the earth, and they are melting. Okay, that is huge. That means huge amounts of heat, okay, coming from inner earth are causing these ice caps to melt and heat up. Okay, it's also the return of the second sun that's causing these ice caps to heat up and melt. So if an area with sub-zero temperatures is melting, how is any other area on the earth experiencing cold weather? Okay, you have to take that in. You have to think about that very carefully. Okay, and take that information in and see if you can process it and see if it makes sense to you. All right, because of this right here, there should be no other cold areas on the earth, because this is obvious that the ice caps are not cold anymore. They are heating up. They are hot. Okay? And I'm going to show you guys exactly what's going on here. All right? It is HAARP indeed that is putting the chemtrails in the atmosphere to try to make the weather colder, to try to create these so-called cold fronts. These cold fronts are coming from HAARP machines, all right? And, the chemtrails are helping that process. There's also a chemtrail fog. They have this new technology that's actually chemtrail fog. And if you have any mountains around your cities, you won't even be able to see the damn mountains, okay, around your cities in North America because of the chemtrail fog. I need to make a video here in Las Vegas, because here in Vegas, the mountains are covered completely with chemtrail fog, and you can't even see the stars at night because of the chemtrail fog. All right, and with that chemtrail fog, they are creating their cold fronts on this earth, okay, to combat what the spirits of the ancestors and nature are doing. Okay, nature is heating this place up. So the battle is between nature and the parasite on the earth, which are the insectoids. All right. Now, see, one thing we have to understand here is is that when this is happening right here, you see these ice caps melting, this is the earth going back to its natural state. Let me repeat. This is the earth going back to its natural state. All right. The earth was originally a water planet and a tropical planet. Okay. The earth consisted of all water, all oceans and seas, and the only land that was on the earth was tropical land. All right. This is why the original snakes were electric eels, these sea eels, electric eels, sea snakes, okay? The original serpents come from the sea, all right? The original insects were known as crustaceans. Your crabs and lobsters and shrimps, that's where you get your scorpions, spiders, and roaches, and praying mantis, okay? They come from the lobsters, the crabs, and the shrimps, all right? Yeah, the original scorpions, okay, came from the water. They all came from the water. All life came from the water. And you see, this is why the zodiac sign of Cancer is symbolized by the crab, you see? And what planetary body rules Cancer? The moon, you see? What is the Cancer? The crab, the insectoid. The insectoid, you see, ruled by the moon. The insectoids hijacked the moon, you see? That's why the Moor, the original Moor, who was symbolized by Piccolo in Dragon Ball Z, he had to completely destroy the moon. He had to activate the pyramid energy in Egypt, okay? And then Piccolo had to destroy the moon. They dressed Piccolo in Moorish attire and had him with green skin because he symbolizes the ancient melanated gods that inhabited this earth, okay? And there were battles that went on between the insectoids and the carbonated gods, okay, over control of the moon, and the insectoids won their particular battle and got control over this moon. So they control the moon's vibrations, the energy that the moon emits. The insectoids control that. This is why the zodiac sign Cancer, okay, is depicted by the crab, the original insect that came from the water, okay? It's because the insectoids took over the moon, all right? Now, okay, right here you have the seahorse. I know this sounds crazy, but I believe the original horses that came into existence came from the water as well. I believe these seahorses were much larger. I believe there were much larger seahorses that existed on the Earth's oceans, okay? And over time, after certain species were genetically spliced, after the Earth started losing a lot of oxygen and a lot of hydrogen, okay? After the waters above were split from the waters below, this species started getting smaller, all right? I believe this is where you actually get the land horse. I actually believe you get the land horse from the seahorse, okay? Evolution is bullshit. All life on Earth is a result of genetic splicing, all right? Everything started in the water when the waters on this Earth were connected to the cosmic current, all right? The original turtles, the original tortoises, they came from the water. Okay, this is how you get the sea tortoise or the sea turtle. The sea turtle is probably the mother of all land reptiles, land amphibians, and birds. Okay? This creature right here, the sea turtle. Okay? You see right here, you have the reptile-like skin, the amphibious nature. Right here, you have these fins that are actually wing-shaped, and they have a beak, okay? These original sea turtles and sea tortoises have a beak. All right, which shows that they definitely could have been used to engineer the mammals and the amphibians and reptiles on the earth. Okay, and this is going to blow everyone's mind, ladies and gents. This is the flying fish. Now, I know the flying fish, it doesn't necessarily fly, it actually just glides over the water, and it jumps out of the water and uses its large wing-like fins to glide in the air for a short period of time. But ladies and gentlemen, we have to realize that all that happened with this fish here is they took the bones, okay? The Anunnaki had to have taken the bones out of this fish and engineered this fish to have hollow bones, all right? Because the only way a fish, a mammal, or a bird is going to be able to have the ability of flight, it has to have hollow bones, all right? So somewhere down the line, this flying fish had to have been given hollow bones through genetic splicing, okay, and had to have been spliced with another animal to go ahead and give you your winged feathered birds. All right. So the original flying creature with wings started in the sea. Okay. You got your goddamn flying fish. Okay. It all started in the ocean, underwater. You see right here, your original unicorn-like beings came from the water, the narwhals. The narwhals, you see? So somewhere along the line, the narwhal was genetically spliced with the seahorse, and that is where you get your original unicorn of the sea, okay? Which then was engineered to give you your unicorn on land, all right? Yeah, you know, everything that they told us was fairy tale fantasy was the reality, and the fucking reality they wanted to give us was the bullshit, all right? So I'm just here to undo the mind fuck, okay? The original elephants on the earth were aquatic. They were aquatic. This is your elephant seal, you see? You see, it all started in the water, okay? The original pyramids were built when the waters above were connected to the waters below. When the earth didn't have no atmosphere and all life forms were aquatic. That's when the pyramids were built. All right? See these pyramids in Antarctica? These are the oldest pyramids in the world. This is Antarctica, the continent that broke off of North America. Okay? And here are the oldest pyramids. These were originally underwater. These are the original pyramids of Atlantis. All right? They even made a movie about the underground pyramids that were under ice. Okay? And they had to go and excavate. The Alien versus Predator movie that came out in 2004. Okay? Very, very deep movie. That they gave us the truth. They were talking about these pyramids right here in Antarctica. These are the pyramids of Atlantis that were originally built when the waters below were connected to the waters above. Okay? This planet, this Earth, was originally a water planet, mostly water, and the only land was all tropical. It was all tropical land. Okay? So after the insectoids invaded this earth and brought the, and hijacked the moon. You have two major cold areas on the earth, the North and the South Pole, and then you have other cold regions of the earth, okay? Because I believe these insectoids had harp-like technology for the longest, okay? Very, very deep information here. Ladies and gentlemen, they even made a movie called Waterworld. They even made a movie called Waterworld with fucking, Mel Gibson here. You see? Telling you what the earth used to be and the way that things were in ancient days when we were gods. Okay? That is the way that it shall return. Okay? Humans should be writing from right to left. We should be left-handed. If our children are born left-handed, keep them that way. Don't try to change them. Nature intended us to be that way. We're supposed to be writing from right to left because that's how the hieroglyphics are. Okay, that's how they were written and meant to be interpreted, from right to left. Okay, the original humans were left-handed. All right, very, very deep. Okay, everything they wanted us to believe was fairy tale fantasy is actually the reality. And the reality they gave us in the miseducation system, Hollywood's media, the major news outlets, major forms of propaganda, Darwinism, mainstream science, all bullshit. Main three religions, all bullshit. And they gave us the truth right here. So, the goal to reach godhood is to get to where we were before this God of the Bible split the waters above from the waters below and created the realm of air. We have to get to where we were before that, okay? Because, we were amphibious beings with carbon-based blood. We had carbon-based hemoglobin in our blood, okay? Or monatomic gold-based hemoglobin in our blood, okay? Because, we didn't know what death was. And when we wanted to escape the material realm, all we had to do was perform forms of mummification, okay? Even after the realm of air was created, the practice of mummification was used to guarantee that our loved ones would escape reincarnation. You see, before this happened, we were gods, okay, that dwelled in the sea. It all started in the sea, in the ocean. Okay? This is why the ice caps are melting. The earth is going back to how it started. And the government, they're doing everything they can to distract everyone with bullshit. They're trying to poison the skies, poison the food and water, and reduce the world population as quickly as possible before too many people wake up and before they lose control of Earth's growing population. All right? That's why I'm a firm believer that eventually they're going to have to kick off a physical World War III. Okay? By that I mean nuclear warfare or bio warfare. One of the two. Okay, very, very interesting information, but I just had to drop this video and give Remedy H credit on pointing that out. You know what I'm saying? If the coldest areas on the earth are melting, why in the hell is it cold in other regions on the earth? It should be hot everywhere if the coldest regions on the earth are melting. That's common sense. Okay? But because of the fluoride, the chemtrails, the GMO food, propaganda and miseducation and religion, common sense is not common anymore. All right? So that's really all I had to say on this topic. I will be dropping my next video on voodoo, okay? On the history, the true history of voodoo. Okay, I will be dropping that October 27th. October 27th. Why October 27th? That's the next day of the new moon. Okay? That's going to be the next new moon. And October is a very special month for conducting rituals and communicating with deities that live in unseen realms. Okay, October is probably the best month to go ahead and conduct that, and I'm going to do it on the new moon of October, which is October 27th. All right, very, very deep information that I'm going to have for you guys. So, be on the lookout for that. All right. I appreciate everyone who supports RFG and Atlantean movement. Please like, share, and subscribe. It's a chosen one, man. I'm out.